Imagine yourself standing in the heart of a fierce storm. The wind rages with relentless force, and raindrops sting like needles. Trees bend, branches crack, and chaos seems to dominate everything around you. Yet, in this maelstrom, there you stand, firm, unyielding, immovable. Like a mountain rooted deep into the earth, you remain untouched by the turmoil. What if you could live like this every day? What if no criticism, provocation, or external event could ever shake your inner peace? This is not a mere fantasy or an exclusive gift for a chosen few. It is a reality that anyone can achieve through self-awareness, introspection, and the cultivation of an indomitable inner core. Drawing inspiration from the profound wisdom of Carl Jung, this exploration reveals a spiritual secret that can shield you from life's storms and help you find unshakable inner strength. As we embark on this transformative journey, we will dive deep into Jung's teachings, enriched with actionable strategies, personal anecdotes, and illustrative stories. By the end, you'll understand not only how to protect your inner peace, but also how to thrive in a world full of challenges. So, are you ready to unlock the fortress within? Part 1. Understanding the influence of the outer world. The chains we wear. Life often feels like a delicate balancing act between what happens around us and what happens within us. How many times have you found yourself spiraling into self-doubt because of someone else's words? Perhaps a passing comment, a judgmental glance, or an unexpected rejection left you questioning your worth. These moments make us feel like leaves in the wind, powerless against external forces. But Carl Jung's teachings remind us that the power of external influences only exists because we allow it. True freedom lies not in changing the world around us but in mastering our inner world. The shadows within. Jung's concept of the shadow is central to understanding how we can free ourselves. The shadow represents the hidden aspects of our psyche, our fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs. These shadows don't vanish simply because we ignore them. In fact, they gain power in the darkness, subtly dictating our actions and reactions. Yet, Jung encourages us to view these shadows not as enemies but as allies. Imagine entering a dark room. Initially, it feels intimidating because you cannot see. But once you switch on the light, the fear dissipates, and the objects that once seemed threatening reveal their true nature. Similarly, when we confront our inner shadows, we often find they hold the keys to personal growth and transformation. Part 2. 3 Steps to Inner Freedom. Step 1. Become the observer. One of the most transformative practices in developing inner peace is learning to observe without reacting. When faced with criticism or provocation, pause before responding. Ask yourself, does this define me? Or is it simply revealing an area where I can grow? Example, the power of perspective. Consider the story of Sarah, a young artist who once received harsh feedback from a gallery owner. Initially devastated, she chose to step back and observe her emotions. By detaching from the immediate sting of the critique, she recognized that her fear of failure was rooted in childhood experiences. This awareness allowed her to use the feedback constructively, ultimately improving her work and securing a successful exhibition. Practical tools. Pause and reflect. When emotions surge, count to 10 and breathe deeply. Visualize objectively. Picture yourself as an outsider watching the situation. What advice would you give yourself? Practice conscious breathing. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat until calm. Step 2. Strengthen your inner core. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of aligning with our authentic selves. Knowing your values, boundaries, and true desires creates a foundation so strong that no external force can shake it. Building your core. Think of a tree. Its deep roots anchor it firmly, allowing it to withstand even the fiercest storms. Similarly, when you define and commit to your core values, you build resilience against external judgments and challenges. Personal story. A manifesto for strength. John, a corporate executive, found himself constantly seeking approval from colleagues. After reflecting on his core values, he wrote a personal manifesto stating, "I am guided by integrity, creativity, and compassion. My worth is not determined by others' opinions." This daily affirmation transformed how he approached criticism and decision-making. Action steps. Identify core values. List the 5 values that matter most to you. Set clear boundaries. Practice calmly asserting yourself when boundaries are crossed. Write a personal manifesto. Summarize who you are and what you stand for. Revisit it regularly. Step 3. Transform negative energy. Negative emotions are often seen as unwelcome intrusions, but Jung viewed them as valuable messengers. Each emotion, anger, fear, sadness, contains lessons and opportunities for growth. The alchemy of emotion. Imagine a sculptor working with a block of marble. At first, the stone seems unwieldy, but with each chisel, it transforms into a masterpiece. Similarly, when we face our emotions head-on, we can reshape them into sources of strength. Case study. Turning pain into purpose. Emma, a teacher, struggled with feelings of inadequacy after a parent criticized her methods. Instead of suppressing her sadness, she journaled her emotions and uncovered an old belief that she wasn't good enough. By addressing this belief, she not only regained her confidence, but also developed innovative teaching strategies that won praise. Practical exercises. Emotion journaling. Write down intense emotions, their triggers, and what they teach you. Creative visualization. Picture transforming negative energy into light or strength. Reverse gratitude. Find a lesson or silver lining in difficult experiences. Part 3. Stories of transformation. The lighthouse in the storm. In a small coastal town, a lighthouse keeper faced relentless storms but never faltered in his duties. The lighthouse, rooted firmly on the rocky shore, became a beacon for sailors lost at sea. This story mirrors our inner journey. By anchoring ourselves deeply in self-awareness, we become unshakable guides for ourselves and others. The Phoenix's rebirth. A legendary tale speaks of the phoenix, a mythical bird that bursts into flames only to rise anew from its ashes. This cycle of destruction and rebirth symbolizes how we can transform our inner struggles into opportunities for renewal. Each challenge faced and conquered adds to our strength, allowing us to soar higher than ever before. Conclusion. Rewriting your destiny. Carl Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." By observing our emotions, strengthening our inner core, and transforming negativity into growth, we take control of our destiny. No longer leaves in the wind, we become the mountain, the rooted tree, the steadfast lighthouse. So, what's your next step? Will you pause and observe, reflect on your core values, or embrace the lessons hidden in discomfort? The journey to inner peace is not a destination but a practice, and every moment offers a chance to begin anew. Thank you for joining this exploration. Share your thoughts and stories in the comments. Let's learn from and inspire each other. And remember, the power to weather life's storms lies within you.